Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to this broadcast that comes to you live from Georgetown, the capital of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Right now, what you're seeing on the screen are the armed forces in their honorary garments and regalia. They're celebrating a momentous occasion for this beloved country, Guyana. They're celebrating the 51st anniversary of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. And this is such a momentous occasion for Guyana, not only because it became a republic 51 years ago after releasing itself from British rule, but also because this is to show what Guyana has become 51 years after British rule. We have become such a wonderful nation, a melting pot of cultures, and a nation that has so much potential, and a nation that can shine and shine and shine.
As we prepare for the arrival of the Honorable Prime Minister and the Second Lady.
And they will be followed by the President and the First Lady. Once the President arrives, he will review the Guard of Honor. They will then march off, and we will settle in for a grand cultural extravaganza. This evening, we are being hosted by the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, and the welcoming party for the Prime Minister and the Second Lady comprise the Honourable Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Charles Ramson, Acting Chief of Staff of the Guyana Defence Force, Brigadier Godfrey Bess, Acting Commissioner of Police, Mr. Nigel Hoppy, DSM, Chief Fire Officer Acting of the Guyana Fire Service, Kamaluddin Edu, Acting Director of the Guyana Prison Service, Nicolon Elliott. A warm welcome to Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Honorable Mark Phillips and Second Lady Mrs. Mignon Bowen Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, we now prepare for the arrival of the President. This is the eve of our 51st Republic anniversary, and we're in the forecourt here at Public Buildings in the Stabroek Square. The theme, One Guyana, celebrating MASH 51 through unity and diversity. We are witnessing the arrival of the President. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, the 9th Executive President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and First Lady Mrs. Arya Ali.
Salute! Present! Arms! parade, state colors, three officers, red steps, then we'll invite you.
Parade Commander Major Harold Fraser has now invited the President to review the Guard of Honor.
Red! Shoulder! Arms! Rise and touch your salute! Present! Arms! Red! Shoulder! Arms! Ready! Move! Fire! Right! Turn!
One point down. Two passes. On. On the hold. Change direction right. Right. Forward. Forward.
Run! Let's move! Attention! Order up! March!
Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, First Lady, Mrs. Arya Ali, Honorable Prime Minister Mark Phillips, and the Second Lady, Mrs. Mignon Bowen Phillips, former Presidents of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Donald Rambatar and Samuel Hines, Ministers of the Government, members of the Disciplined Services, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Mansour Nadir, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the Ministry of Culture's 2021 presentation of our 51st Republic Anniversary Cultural Program and Flag-Raising Ceremony. 2021 continues to be a very significant year in the decade of action for accelerating efforts towards achieving the sustainable goals in the midst of the devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Even as vaccines roll out around the world and in our country, immunizations have begun. We have a modest gathering this evening here at public buildings in keeping with the COVID-19 protocols, even as we welcome the thousands tuned in across the various networks across Guyana and the diaspora. Ladies and gentlemen, our Republic anniversary comes at a sobering moment when a transformation in Guyana is imminent. President Dr. Irfaan Ali announced a One Guyana Commission during his recent address to Parliament. The commission will be established by an Act of Parliament, which will be led by Prime Minister Mark Phillips to identify practical steps to fuse our one society, encompassing and respecting the diversity from which our oneness originates. On this, the eve of our 51st Republic anniversary, we are delighted to present 12 performances featuring our talented Guyanese musicians, artists, dancers, showcasing Guyana's rich, diverse culture. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the musical stylings of Samuel Madas, Michelle Big Red King and Lion Club, Sean Sobers, Bunty Singh, Jackie Jacks, and Roy Stort on the saxophone, Katusha Fraser and Daisy Lumumba on the violin, and Poonam Singh, interspersed with our rich dance culture spanning our unique heritage from the Berbice Delights Dance Group, St. Cuthbert's Mission Dance Group, National School of Dance, the National Dance Company, the Otishka Drummers, and the Guyana Supreme Tassa Group. But first, we invite spoken word artist Daniela Araju to start off the cultural extravaganza here at public buildings as we celebrate One Guyana, celebrating MASH 51 through unity and diversity.
Guyana, we are a nation of communities, a brilliant diversity, spread like stars, like 1,000 points of light in a broad and peaceful sky. Our diversity should not be seen as a weakness, but as our country's greatest strength. For us to be 6 different races, different colors, different faces, but yet be able to stand together as one Guyana. But standing together is just the beginning. Keeping together, that is the process and that is the real test. But you see, working together is what leads to the actual progress, our nation's success. And so for us to be separated in interest, in ethnicity, in color, for us to be divided in purpose, is for us to set ourselves for a failing nation. But to be a thriving nation, we must stand together as one. The great Martin Luther King once said, "I have a dream, and I too have a dream, where our nation is colorblind and the color of our skin does not define us, where stars are the only thing shooting, candles are the only thing burning, and the water from the majestic Kaichor Falls is the only thing that keeps falling. Where our people can rise out of the dust like phoenix, where our nation can rise together out of a wreck, but for us to rise and survive in peace and harmony, in love and prosperity, united and strong, we must hold a candle to our motto, one people, one nation, one destiny. You see, I want my country to attain its salvation, and when I say salvation, I mean I want my country to be free. free from oppression, violence, crimes, and racism, where guns and knives won't be used as a defense mechanism, because the most powerful weapon of them all is the weapon that causes no physical harm. Be your brother's shoulder and your sister's keeper. Guyana, we need to do better. We need to shine light on this era of darkness, and I mean literal darkness, from the color of our skin dark to the ugliness of our sins dark, because ignoring it is as bad as condoning it, and taking part in it is a choice. Guyana, we have one voice, and so when they tell us to stand down, we will stand up and stand out. And when they urge us to fight, I pray to the heavens that we shine our lights instead, for us to come to a realization that there is no way to peace, because peace is the only way and the only thing that leads to unity. For us to know peace, teach peace, preach peace, but more importantly, for us to be at peace. Because for our nation to be at peace is for us to be free. And I see a nation of communities, a brilliant diversity spread like stars, like 1,000 points of light in a broad and peaceful sky. I see a Guyana that is at peace with itself. I see a Guyana united in diversity, in differences, in love. I see a Guyana united and free.
Vital faces, suffering faces, evil, smiling, senile faces, Madonna faces, Mephistopheles faces, faces of Guyana, faces of the world. Ebony face of imperious caste, recalling a throne of lion skins and tribal chiefs in splendid robes, hearing the adulation of eloquent drums. Passing now by Silver Valley face, reminiscent of the wisdom of the ancient East, of Confucius, pagodas, exquisite jade, Buddha transplanted to the west among mahogany faces, inscrutable as the mountain rock, impenetrable as the deep forest from whence they emerged, as silent, suggesting Canaima, Iron Ghana, El Dorado, the golden one. Gold flashing from another face, worshipper of strange gods, in temples of intricate design, redolent of haunting music and the Taj Mahal. Face of eternal woman, expressing maternal fulfillment, mingled with anxiety for children, with upturned faces who question. Ever they seek to unravel the mysteries inherent in existence from sympathetic paternal faces. Woman, man, child, mahogany, ebony, silver valley, melange of all and more, sharing equally in the benediction of Guyana's sun, weaving a history of life, of history, of continuity, in the infinite flow of faces.
from your window. No big city lights, just greenery. You don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we set your mind free. Welcome to the land of many faces. Not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun gets your skin, you're in the right place. Guyana, oh, that's my beautiful country. Guyana, one people, one nation, one destiny. Don't stop for a minute. Come, let me take a walk with Brevity. You'll see our landmarks and our monuments, they're so unique. The high brick structured lighthouse, the tallest wooden structured cathedral, 176 monuments in the beautiful city hall. You know, with the wind in your hair, you're in the